Hello, this is Hand Quilted with Christine. I'm Christine Stewart. Welcome to my channel, and it's my first video. I'm inviting you to join me on a journey through organization, quilt processing, craft show prep, frugal shopping, unboxings, inspirations, holiday prep for gift giving, and whatever I encounter in these boxes and bags that are in front of me. Being a hand quilter, I'm also not the Quilt Police. This is about a journey about using my current stash. I do a couple of craft shows in the fall and holiday season, and I met a very lovely elderly gentleman in September of 2024, and his wife had passed earlier in the year. He requested my assistance in trying to find a home for her fabric. His only requirement was that it not end up in Goodwill and that it not be sold. She was an incredible seamstress and a hand quilter. I should disclose I am in southern Chester County, Pennsylvania, so we have a pretty good small Amish community leading right into the Lancaster County area, which of course everyone knows is a lot of quilting and hand quilting with the Amish community. And they had removed about 90% of the quilting cotton, but there was bolts of corduroy, beautiful wool fabric, denim in several colors, taffeta, silks. She had to have been an incredible seamstress. And I was able to find a home for some of the toile with another sewist I'm acquainted with. And I will be able to use about 10% of what was remaining for baggings on quilts, perhaps lining and tote bags, quilted tote bags. And as I'm trying to find a home in my stash for the about 10% remaining of her quilting cotton, I had a very rude awakening. I learned firsthand what the definition of S.A.B.L.E was. Stash accumulation beyond life expectancy. Wow. I'm in my 60s. I still have a day job. I've been quilting since 1996 when my son was born, and realized I've acquired a lot of fabric. And I've started a lot of projects, and I decided to take stock. I realized I had 62 works in progress. By that, a couple of them, I'll be showing you in a few moments, just need a binding. I need to square off and bind them. That is about 3 hours worth of work. Some are quilts that I am commissioned to make, and I'm working on those as well. When you're a hand quilter, you're not whipping it out on a long arm and getting it done in a day. That's simply not feasible with hand quilting. It takes time to create. And I love it. A lot of people ask how I have the patience to hand quilt, and I find it so very relaxing. I actually like to get up around 4:30 in the morning, have my morning coffee while it's quiet, and enjoy a good half hour to 45 minutes of quilting before I have to start getting into my daily routine. And it's also how I like to end my day. And it's a great way to spend time with my husband. He's already retired, and the ability to enjoy baseball games with him, and we've always loved football, and we're together. And my hobby doesn't take me too far away from, being with him, and I love that. But what do I do with my stuff when I pass? And a lot of people have said, well, it's not your problem, you're gone. No, I don't want to leave that for my husband and my son to figure out what to do with. They don't know the value of the fabric. And God, I hope they don't try to sell it for what I told them I paid for it. I think we may be all guilty of that one. But what do I do? So this video journey I want to take us all on, and I hope you will join me for, is about getting this done and being accountable. By having to share this with you and be accountable, it'll keep me on task a little bit better. When I was counting up, I can safely say I have under 200 yards of fabric, which compared to some people out there, that's pretty tame. But that 62 is a number that's very difficult to wrap my head around. Some of them were ambitious projects that I thought I would start and then realized, oops, I'm not there yet. And I've revisited, and I have worked on quite a few of those in 2024 and 2025. I can't be the only one going through this situation or this realization of what happens to my fabric. And I want to enjoy it. I curated it, which we all know is a separate hobby all of its own. If you think you'll find this journey interesting with me, I hope you'll like and share my video with your friends and subscribe. My videos won't be very long, probably about 15 minutes, and I'll post once or twice a week as I'm able to complete blocks or backings or get the binding on. And together, please, I would love to hear in the comment section what state you are living in and sharing your journey with me. And if you have ideas, I'm hoping to cover how to use up scraps, stash busting, everything. So until next time, when hopefully I'll have a binding on the 2 quilts that I showed you today, and a little bit further along in my friend's quilt. Have a great day. I hope you have time to play around with your fabric. Take care.